Right, here are my highs and lows of the past 6 days. Highs would have to involve largely food. A magnificent evening meal at the Bridge Inn at Aviemore, breakfast the following morning. Highs also, of course, fantastic scenery. First part of the trip, mainly lochs and mountains. Second part of the trip, we're getting more into rivers and estuaries. Lows, some of the cycling's been quite hard, the hills particularly. 4 punctures, it was a little bit tedious, particularly as I appear to be the only person to suffer punctures. Nick's snoring, that was a bit of a low. I won't go into what other parts of Nick's body have been definite lows when sharing a room, but many more highs than lows. It's been a great trip so far. Bye. So, what do I press?
No, it was just pointed at me, just leave it going.
Oh, is it going?
Yeah.
Oh, right,
yeah.
okay. Introducing Nick Evans, highs and lows.
It's the start of day 6 today. My physical and emotional high was getting to the top of the Drometer Pass, immediately followed by, as Martin's mentioned already, fantastic food, a mid-afternoon stew at the Dalwhinnie Cafe. $2.99. Both Martin and I were pleased with that, for a whole bowl full of fantastic stew. Zooming down at 34 miles an hour, a hill on the first day, I think a speed that we haven't equalled in between times, and incredible scenery, tough cycling, saw, privates, and having a really good time altogether. Over to John.
Now, here we are, John. Man of the moment.
Highs, well, the whole trip has been absolutely terrific, and actually the highs for me have been the hills. I've got a real sense of challenge at it, getting up the hills, particularly those gravelly ones in the forest day before yesterday. And I think day before yesterday generally was a real high, because I had a real sense of Ed being very much around us and with us, and it was funny sort of stopping in the woods and taking a photo and quoting the start of the Gruffalo about the mouse, and then a few hours later we stumble on a carved statue of the Gruffalo, so that was really wonderful. In terms of lows, my backside, which is really becoming quite a pain in the rear, I will be quite glad to get off the bike tomorrow evening, but all in all it's been a terrific trip, and I think an appropriate way of honouring Ed's memory and raising an astonishing amount of money, which has been absolutely terrific. So it's been absolutely great. Privilege to do it with all of you.
Here.
Absolutely.
Over to Barry.
So here we are, day 6 of Everest for Ed. One of the highs for me, in one way, is to actually have the privilege of driving the car. But that's a low in one sense as well, because I'd love to be on a bike. But I'm enjoying the driving and all the scenery. And one of the many highs for me was when we got to Dalwhinnie. It's a really beautiful spot, and to find there was internet access, which was great. And part of the high, I think, is to get feedback from people who are still donating and who are keeping track on Twitter as well, that people are with us while we're on the trip. I've enjoyed the hostels and the B&Bs, fantastic experiences, and I'm looking forward to today and tomorrow when we reach John O'Groats.
Great.
Lovely, thanks lads.
Okay.